Are you tired of the subpar performance of troopers? Wish there was someone better? Someone with the potential to do 6 more damage, but will inevitably miss half of their shots? Someone that has a slightly higher chance of not getting their head blown off the second they step onto the battlefield? Someone whose aura somewhat reminds you of a certain 20th century military power? And dare I say, someone more desirable in bed? Allow me to introduce Shock Trooper. The Shock Trooper is the first premium unit in the game you unlock, meaning in order to obtain one, you will need to convert hours of your life into a recognized currency, only then to convert it into an imaginary one. So how much real currency do you need for one of these prestigious units? About 26 cents, making it the perfect unit for streamers to do challenges by forcing themselves to buy one when they lose a unit in a boss battle. Now, what does 26 cents get you? Well, at rank 6, the Shock Trooper has 120 health, 50 bravery, 80 defense, and 50 dodge. With these stats, we can see the Shock Trooper has 35 more health than his counterpart, meaning he could survive one more launched Beanie Baby to the head. He also has 5 more dodge, giving him roughly a 3.2% greater chance of dodging over the regular trooper. And you're probably wondering how I got this number, and the simple answer to that is, I made it up. Anyways, this unit also has a PvP unit value of 13, which is actually 1 less than the regular trooper. I'm not sure what to think about this, so I'll let you decide. He also has 2 attacks, Burst Fire and Controlled Burst. First, let's look at Burst Fire. This attack is the starting attack for the Shock Trooper. As the name of the attack hints, the Shock Trooper shoots a short burst of rounds, hitting the target for 24 to 28 damage 3 times. However, half of the time, these rounds will not hit the target due to this low offense stat of 47. But you do have an 8% chance of getting a critical hit each round that does find its target. It has 1 range, and it uses 1 ammo with a 1 round cooldown. This 1 round cooldown means 2 Shock Troopers can effectively non-stop volley fire until they are out of ammo. Allow Shock Troopers 2 and 3 to demonstrate. Thank you, gentlemen. Very cool. Anyways, the Shock Trooper's second attack, Controlled Burst, is unlocked at rank 3 and is essentially the same thing, except for a few key differences. First, the offense goes from 47 to 71, as well as gaining an additional 5% chance of critical hit, bringing it to a total of 13%. Don't let this fool you though. The cost of the Shock Trooper actually aiming his rifle instead of haphazardly spraying bullets downrange, hoping they don't get a friendly fire ping, is 1 less bullet fired and 1 more turn for cooldown, meaning you will need 3 Shock Troopers for sustained fire. Please watch this demonstration as Shock Troopers 2 and 3 are joined by Shock Trooper 4. Thanks guys, that will be all. This attack also costs 6 nanopods, which, in case you are not keeping track, is about 39 cents. Now that we have a deep understanding of this unit's attacks, let's see how it holds up in combat. We start off by harassing the local endangered species, the mammoths, which, according to the wiki, are gentle giants that are highly intelligent and able to form a strong emotional bonds like humans can. This makes them perfect as a warm-up for our Shock Troopers, who we need to desensitize for my future plans to conquer France and turn the whole country into an oversized southern gas station. As you can see, even though tanky, the mammoths are having trouble hitting our nimble Shock Troopers. Yes, we do lose 1, but that's okay, because they are cheap to heal, which is good, as it makes me feel better when I lose all of them due to my own tactical negligence. Time to test them on the rebels. We set up 4 of them as meat shields to protect 3 soldiers equipped with high-powered rocket-propelled grenades. This works well as the enemy machine gunners have trouble hitting our spry and supple Shock Troopers. But then one of the enemies manages to throw a cup of hydroiodic acid in the face of our Shock Trooper. This kills the shock trooper. Then a few turns later, it happens again. This truly is a certified British moment. However, this will not stop us, as shortly after we won this battle, God bless America. Later, I was at my base checking on the progress of our doctors replacing our shock trooper spaces when I noticed Saren had arrived on my land, and he brought 8 of his closest friends. After briefly being stunned by the realization that this idiot, outcast loser has friends, I mobilized my remaining healthy shock troopers to attack. I have underestimated Saren before, so I also bring a portable wall, a sniper, a super tank, and 4 brimstone rocket trucks, each single-handedly able to reduce raider villages to ash. After a brief skirmish and replacing most of Saren's gray matter with lead, we win the battle, evicting Saren from our land. Now the question of what is this unit good for? In the early game, this unit is a great frontliner with good survivability who can deal out high damage when it actually manages to hit the target. In the late game, this unit, having an above average dodge and being cheap to heal, is best served as cannon fodder, screening and soaking shots for your more valuable units. However, it's not much better than the normal trooper, because it turns out when either get shot by gangsters wielding miniguns, they have about the same life expectancy, which is to say, not very long. Plus, the fact that this unit costs a premium currency makes it less feasible to have masses at your disposal. I wouldn't recommend ranking up and producing unless you're some sort of serial flexer. Well, the video is over and you're still here. And since I have your attention, I just want to say thank you for the great reception I had to my first video. I'm not a YouTube guru or anything, but I know that this is pretty good, meaning people enjoyed it. So I'm looking at doing these reviews for every single unit as long as people are enjoying them. All right, that's all.